Hello guys, how are we doing? Today's video is going to be an in the mind of an iridescent player gameplay on Asilo control, where we'll basically be going through exactly what's going through my mind and, you know, what sort of thought processes are happening in the old brain of mine as we're playing, and hopefully you guys can learn from it and potentially improve your gameplay as we go through it. It's one of my rare Asilo control gameplays, and we start off a bit slow. I think it was my first game on, but within the second and third round, I absolutely fry. I overlap streaks, and as I say, I get 36 kills, slightly carrying the team. The guy beneath me got about 14 kills less, so yeah, I'm frying. But yeah, without further ado, let's crack on into it. So, Asilo spawn control on this gameplay is pivotal. Like, honestly, you absolutely need it, especially on offense. You really want control of that top BS&D, top hill, especially when you're pushing this side of the map. As you can tell, there's only 20 seconds left to this game, of this round. What am I trying to say? So yeah, it's pretty urgent we get there. We're spawning B, thankfully. We're sort of spawning back green, so you sort of know someone's in snooker, sort of that general area. So that's sort of why I'm pre-aiming there. And then there's another 5 seconds here, so I've just got to jump on the hill. That's actually 4 down, so that's absolutely huge. The random teammate jumps on as well, which is absolutely a huge play from him. I know we killed one earlier, so we're looking for one sort of earlier on, and then the other 3 should be fairly well behind. So thankfully, I'll win my gunfight for that guy, but I think, to be fair, we got 3 down together. They were pretty screwed anyway. I sort of try and get a quick insta-kill from the spawn here, but unfortunately my shots are absolutely whiffy. This is actually a fast AR class, so it's a little bit snappy, but it does mean the recoil is a little bit less easy to predict. So we're left with 30 seconds left to the round. There's 10 to 14 in lives. We get 2 down, and we're just going to be playing for this point, really. Make that 3 down. They're going to be spawning back B because we're on the point. They're not going to be spawning back left, so you know they're either going to be coming from front, and if there's nobody front, they're going to be coming from behind us or around us or left, right, and rhubarb. So we've got a guy top, we've got a couple people on hill, and that is all she wrote. That's GG. So we move on to defense. This is actually my go-to defense strat. I like to nade over A, stun these doors open, and maybe get a free kill, if not a little bit of info there to hopefully benefit the team somewhat. And then what I like to do is push into this sort of side of their spawn, get top pool, and then hopefully spawn trap a couple of people. This is sort of what I'm playing for here. While I'm here, I'm aware that all the enemy team are going to be spawning next to green. They're probably not going to predict me here. And I knew the guy was in this sort of corner because I saw him cross earlier on, and he wasn't at the boxes, so he just, you know, I just had to check it. Again, I'm providing my teammates with fairly decent control here. I'm being that annoying player on the enemy team, allowing them to turn around, but unfortunately, I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't doing enough there, but if you've got someone like that, it causes enough of a problem for them to be able to, you know, not jump the point as easily, but unfortunately, they were just allowing, they were allowed to slip through other areas.
There's a guy just outside the trucks on this ball here.
So now there's only B left, which means that we really want them spawning back right at the map, which means ideally we need someone in or around the green building. Teammates comms managed to help me out a little bit there. And we're sort of playing with this map control. So essentially when you're on setup for defense for B, you want someone sort of green, you want someone middle of the map, maybe someone, another one top snooker or something like that. And generally speaking, you want someone watching the pinch, because at the end of the day, people are going to be playing for the spawn traps, especially when they get a kill. There's probably going to be someone top barbecue, and as a result, you're just going to get spawn traps. So from the spawn, I am sort of playing for this. Sort of know someone's up there. Unfortunately, my shots are a little bit windy because, as I say, a little bit rusty. We are trying to get them off this point. So nade and stuns are huge. If everyone does it off the spawn, they're not going to have enough trophies to get there, unless everyone on their team is using a trophy, which is just not going to be happening. So I'm sort of playing for this kill. Unfortunately, he just pushes out center. Teammate managed to get the trade, however, so that's lovely. However, we're still spawning deep. There's 9 to 13 lives. They've only got 28 seconds left, which ideally is about, if they're spawn green or spawn back green, there's probably about 2 pushes maximum. So we really need to just apply the pressure and play our lives. Playing our lives is absolutely pivotal here. I'm the last guy up, so I've got to go huge. Managed to get 1. Managed to get the second, and I've just managed to stay alive. As I say, getting them off hill was my #1 priority, and just staying alive was my second.
Our tools, I think. Our tools, yeah, tools. I've stunned them tools.
Yeah,
so I'm just trying to hold my position here, stop them from getting anywhere near the point, being unpredictable.
One tools again, 1 our window.
One shot point, one shot point.
and then getting a lovely little, however many piece that was for the end of the round. So I was sort of controlling the map control there. My teammates were spawning out, so I really had to play my life. And thankfully, I just happened to win my gunfights. I knew they were spawning sort of, you know, in that one direction. And the good teammate comms, you know, were the difference maker there. I knew where they were coming from, and yeah, held that well.
Probably the worst in trying because you've actually got like.
So we're 2-0 up. We've got an offense round here, so it could be an easy dub if we can get people into a spawn trap.
I'm gonna go up top.
So A is typically the easier control point to get on this map, so I always like to try this first just to secure the point. I just couldn't open the door for whatever reason there. So we're sort of trying to play for that top A antenna control to make it a little bit easier. And as I'm running the fast AR class, I've got Deddy as well, which means that I'm sort of, that's 3 down, trying to get behind point. And if I can get sort of their top, we get a couple of people down, it's going to be GG, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to spawn trap them, and it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for them to be able to get out of the spawn. So that's sort of what I'm playing for. However, they were running it through the spawn trap, which is really good play on their part, which means that I can't just sit there happily. And unfortunately, we do get absolutely destroyed at the end of the day, which puts us back to where we were. We managed to get the point, however, leaves a B left to get, which gives us, we've got about 2 minutes on hill. 2 minutes left of the round, 3 ticks, and we are up. Well, now even on lives. I get 3, and I'm sort of playing for this push here. I'm playing for the final guy. Trying to be a little bit unpredictable, dropping Deddy, and essentially my main role here is to, I'm the furthest one up. If I hop the point now, if I hopped the point then, I probably would have just been a little bit exposed and I'd have died for free. So I'm really playing for this little bit of just trying to stay a little bit, spawn them back outside the map, and then that way I can get back into the spawn trap. However, I got pooped on. The guy absolutely outclassed me, and he played really well there, so fair play to him. Or her, I don't know. So right here, I'm sort of playing for picks. I could run across this open field, but I don't know if someone's at pool. I don't know if someone's their window waiting for me to pop out. So trying to play a little bit reserved. Notice the teammate managed to run through the building fairly okay. So took my chance. And I'm just sort of playing for info here. So I know there's a guy back right because he's tried to shoot at me a couple of times here.
One shot.
Where'd he go?
Went inside.
I was gonna say this fence. I am not the biggest fan of that fence.
Going at bomb snooker.
So I'm just trying to play for a little bit of picks here. I still know there's a guy back right, which unfortunately he makes my teammate daft the hill, which leaves us in a little bit of a bad situation here. They've got full control of B in and around it, and we've got 10 seconds here. So we've got one last attack here. 1 because of lives and 2 because of time, so the only chance we've got at this is by running at it. I'm saving my streak for something a little bit more desperate, because at the end of the day I don't want to waste it on this. Losing an offense isn't the worst thing in the world, especially considering how strong our defense was. So it's 2-1 up, we get defense, and I'll do in the same strat. Just because it nearly worked. I nearly got a kill and I got good control over B. Sorry. Gosh. So I managed to get the kill I missed last time, and I'm spawning them all green. So I'm alerting my teammates that is exactly what I'm doing, that they need to pretty much just watch field. I should have everything else, ideally, towards A side. And as long as they don't get into bottom pool, we should be gravy. So I'm just sort of trying to plan this spawn trap up a little bit here. I nearly whiffed my shots, but hey, come out with a kill. That's all that matters. And I've pushed back up to this yellow building here, hoping to spawn them at green. So off spawn, we're spawning at A, which is quite convenient to be fair, because we've got teammates pushed up B side, which means they're really going to be at A anyway. So me spawning here allows me to put a pressure on almost instantly. We've covered every corner, so he must be in this one. And unfortunately, he was behind a door, which isn't wall bangable, and I lose that gunfight. So again, I'm looking at the minimap every time I spawn. I just notice a teammate spawned over towards B, which means it's my role really to push to A, aggress this, hopefully stop this if possible. And unfortunately, I say unfortunately, me and my teammate hopefully just playing alive here. Trying to find this guy. I don't know where exactly they are. And he's in the typical spot. It was the only corner he could have been, to be honest. That's 4 down. we've got ourselves in a decent spawn trap here. We've got the teammate pushed up to top green, which sort of spawns them right in the back of the spawn. And we are just trying to stay alive, holding it back. They can only really get into they can either cross field, cross to my right, or push through bottom pool. So again, you'll see I'm pushed up yellow, trying to manipulate spawns, hoping to spawn them next to green, which hopefully means that the teammates can pick up the kills really easily. But unfortunately, my death there leads to the effect of losing A. Just 13v6, 13v5 now, and we are trying to obtain the map control. There's a guy out top. We managed to get the kill. Teammates got a good wallbang on him, and that's pretty much it. They can win this. However, there's only 2 of them left. And I'm playing, you know, I might as well use the streak. Why not? I know he's up there. I can get the kill pretty easily. And yeah, looking for 1. I thankfully managed to take out the enemy while taking out myself. But that's going to do it for the gameplay. 36 kills. I don't know how many times I died, unfortunately. You can't see deaths in this. But I feel like I fried nonetheless. So that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found the tips useful. And drop me a comment if there's anything you want to ask about. I do try and respond to all of them. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your goals, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.
15 and what? It's got to be like 30.
Oh my god.
It's not even showing the deaths.